Hello, our lovely participants. You're all welcome to our 2021 ATAG National Conference. My name is Stephen Osei Echao, a lecturer at the Graphic Design Department of University of Education, Winneba. Our theme for this conference is Challenges in Visual Arts Practicals. And I am going to be your presenter who will be talking about color application in art. Color is very important in all art disciplines. Its application and use is very important to us as practitioners and educators. Color is perception. Color is perceived when light strikes an object and reflects it to the eye. Our eye sees something, that is, for example, the sky. And the very information, which we say data, sent from the eyes to our brains tells us there is a particular color, for instance, blue or red. Objects reflect light in different combinations of wavelengths, which we still call light. And when this wavelength hits the eye, our brains pick up on those wavelengths, its combinations, and then translate them into a particular color. With the diagram we are seeing on our screens, you have the light source hitting an object. In this case, it's a red object and it's an apple, as we can see. The sunlight emits its light onto the object, and within the light, which we call the white light, we see all these colors on our screen. Now when it hits it, the object absorbs all the light and then reflects it to the eye. In this case, on the right hand side, you are seeing the reflected light, which is the actual color of the object. Now, behind the eye are millions of light sensitive cells, which is in the retina. And these cells are the cones and then the rods. These are the cells that detect the light and send signals to the brain for someone to boldly pronounce a color. Color application. Color can be used for decorative beauty, to create mood, to express or arouse an emotion, and also an idea. Color makes designs more visually interesting. Color reinforces the organization and meaning of elements in a design. Color, if applied improperly, however, can seriously harm the form of an art piece. Color can also seriously harm the function of an art piece. Color is applied in all our art disciplines. If I say our art disciplines, I'm referring to painting, graphic design, ceramics, sculpture, leatherwork, fashion, and etc. With respect to the application of color, there are certain guidelines that as professionals, practitioners, and educators, we need to take note. One is the number of colors. That is, using color. In our application of color, we need to limit the palette to what the eye can see. So in any art piece, in any artwork, we are supposed to decide the number of colors to use in executing a particular job, it being a graphic design job, a sculptural job, or any other job. Another guideline is the combination of colors or color combination. And with respect to this color combination, we need to be looking at the use of color theories. At one point, you have to consider how to achieve harmony, how to use the analogous colors, complementary colors, and the rest. The triad colors and what have you. But you need to have in mind how you combine colors. The other guideline is saturation. At this point, we are advised that we use saturated colors to enable us achieve our aim or our purpose of whatever design we are into. And then the last item has everything to do with color symbolism. At this point, you verify the meaning of colors and then what a particular color is trying to connote in a particular art piece. We move on to applying color to achieve principles of design. For the purpose of this very presentation, I'm going to study or I'll only mention 7 principles of design. Balance. With the very image we have, the image depicts balance. And you realize that with the proper application of color and other elements, you can see clearly how color has helped. Color was used to achieve balance. It was properly applied. The next principle is repetition. On the screen, a footballer trying to kick a ball in his red ATAG or red jersey. Now you could see the repetition of shapes, vector shapes, to achieve this very principle with respect to how color was used. I wouldn't go into details with respect to the entire design. The next principle is contrast. This is a painting done by Leonardo da Vinci. He was able to apply color with the guidelines and how color is used to actually depict whatever idea he wanted to put across to his audience. You realize that color was properly used to achieve contrast with respect to the painting on our screen. Emphasis. We have the Jurassic Park, that is the design we see on our screen. We have a dominant black. We have other shapes creating some vectors with dinosaur, and color is playing the role of achieving emphasis. The next principle is movement. This is more or less a village scene with the skies and the sun. Color has been applied properly to achieve the sense of movement with the skies and then that of the sun. Pattern. We have shapes of stars, some filled with other colors, dark blue, red, other shades of blue and shades of red, tints of blue and red, and outlines of these stars. And the outline can be seen. These filled colors can be seen because these filled shapes, stars, can be seen because color has been properly applied to achieve pattern. The last item is space. And this is the Apple logo. With the proper application of colors, you can easily realize that we have space with a dark background and then the white Apple symbol, clearly showing that the proper application of color helps in achieving their principles of design. Now we'll go to my idea of color as an element of design. Color as an element of design, and it is an element of design. But after critically studying color and its roles in design, color defines all the elements of design. In other words, the other elements of design are meaningless without color, without the application of color. In conclusion, with all that has been discussed, the perception of color, the guidelines with respect to color and its applications, application of color itself, using color to achieve principles of design, I can say that application of color in an art work should be done with a purpose. The proper application of color should make meaning and communicate an idea. Thank you. Enjoy the conference.